everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my trash. So I have a bunch of products in here that are all empty that I have used up, and I'm just going to tell you whether or not I liked them, whether I would repurchase them, whether they were good, they were bad. I won't go into detail because if not, this video is going to be super long and I tend to babble a lot. So let's just jump right in. So the first thing I pulled out is this BioCare Natura thickening shampoo. A couple months after I gave birth, my hair started to fall out. All this hair was falling out. It's growing back now, and I think this has something to do with it. I'd like to think, because after I started using this hair started to really thicken up, and these people outside are being so rude. I also would like to think that my eating habits had a lot to do with it, and also the fact that my hair literally fell off my head, and I would like to think that it was going to grow back. I'm pretty sure you can purchase this at any salon. My aunt owns a salon, so that is where I get my salon quality products from, and I do think this helped. The next thing I pulled out is this Promise Organic Nourishing Coconut Milk Facial Cleanser with papaya. I wanted to go a little bit more cleaner with my face products. I've been breaking out so much. That's not why I got this. I mean, in general, recently I've been breaking out so much. Usually I just get a few breakouts from my PMS now that my body has been regulated a bit since I've had my baby. For some reason, this time around, they just stayed, and I'm like, what are you doing? Go away. So anyways, when I got this, it was because I wanted to get rid of all the harsh chemicals that are found in some facial cleansers and stuff like that. I really use this at night to cleanse my face after I took my makeup off, and I won't repurchase this again. I'm honestly not a fan of it. It smells really good. It smells like coconut and papaya, but I don't think it really did anything to help my skin. The next thing I pulled out is this True Original Instant Dry Shampoo. I did not like this. I used the whole thing up because dry shampoo is life, but I did not like this. It left that white residue in the hair. Here I have the NYC Smooth Skin BB Cream 5-in-1 Instant Matte. I hated this stuff. I really did. I first purchased this because NYC is super cheap, and I'm just like, what? Instant Matte BB Cream? What? But I did not like it at all. I actually got this a long time ago, like 2 years ago, I have to say, and I did not touch it once. It oxidizes so bad. It made my skin look terrible. So this is actually what I finished up when I did my 100 layers of foundation challenge, and it burned my skin. I would not suggest anyone do that ever, but if you want to see that, I will leave it linked down in the description box below. Next up, I have the Garnier Clean New Blackhead Eliminating Scrub, unclogs pores, clears complexion, charcoal for oily skin. This stuff is intense. I so recommend this to everyone if you have problematic skin like blackheads and stuff. I don't recommend you to use this twice a day. This is really abrasive, and I have sensitive skin. It breaks out, well, before it broke out more than it did now. But when I saw that my skin was getting terrible, especially with blackheads, I would go to this. A few days of using this and it would be like so nice and clear, but it's just super abrasive, so I would definitely not suggest you use this twice a day because it will dry out your skin. I would just stop using this when I noticed that my skin was getting better, and then I would go to something more gentle. Oh, and I forgot the smell of it. It smells like a man, like cologne, if you love that smell. Here I pulled out the Time Wise Matte Wear Liquid Foundation from Mary Kay. This is actually full. I don't know why it was in there. I did start throwing out a lot of expired makeup recently, and this is so expired. But I remember when I did use this, this was awesome, and I did use this a lot. I just didn't wear as much makeup as I do now. But I think I'm definitely going to start digging into some Mary Kay products. I know that they have revamped a lot and their stuff looks really good. So if you'd like to see something with Mary Kay, just let me know down in the comments below. Here I have the Eva NYC Up All Night Volumizing Spray.
For added volume and texture, protects from heat styling. styling for all hair types.
When I saw that it protects from heat styling, that is what I mainly used it for, because I really needed something to protect my hair when I would straighten it all the time. I usually straighten my hair more in the fall and winter than I do in the summer, especially this summer, because it's hard to straighten these little hairs. Like, I don't know if you could tell, but it's seriously like a patch right here that is just little baby curls. And because my hair is super curly, it's just, I just don't even bother. And the humidity in New York this summer has been insane. So anyways, when I did straighten my hair a lot, this is what I would use. I got this in an Ipsy bag, and I'm so going to look for the full size because, can I get a whiff of something? It smells amazing. This smells, this smells so good. Here I have the Alba Botanica Even Advanced Sea Moss Moisturizer with Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I won't buy this again, and not because it wasn't good, but because there is only 2 ounces of product in here. It is really small, and this I think cost $16. If you've been an OG to this channel and you've seen me from like a long time ago, like when I was pregnant and in my pregnancy vlogs and all those other videos from a while back, like last year, that's when I purchased this. I used it up, but I won't buy this again. Here I have the Nourish Organic Pure Hydrating Argan Face Cream, Apricot and Rose Hip for normal to dry skin, USDA organic. I am going to buy this in the full size. I got this also from an Ipsy bag. That's why I never get rid of my Ipsy bag subscription, because I always find good stuff, and I always try out things that I've wanted to try out but I didn't want to splurge my money on, and then learn that I don't like it. So I'm like, $10 goes a long way with Ipsy. I love this stuff. When I was pregnant, I really had dry skin, and I didn't know what to do. I've never had dry skin in my life. I've always had oily skin, but this stuff was everything. And especially when my skin was coming back to normal, to like the normal oily that it is, this stuff still was really good to my skin. It's a serum-y consistency, but it didn't leave me looking oily or greasy. I pulled out a really dirty Estee Lauder Zero Smudge Lengthening Mascara. This stuff is so good. Honestly, my mom is a true Estee Lauder fan, and she gave this to me. One thing I loved about this is of how it came off. My #1 pet peeve is when mascara just smudges everywhere when you remove it and gets in your eye and burns your eye. I'm just not all about that extra time when it comes to taking mascara off, if you know what I mean. But this one, it just like spirals off. Like you could just peel it off of your eyelashes, and I just love that. I don't know why I find that so satisfying when I take my makeup off, but I do. Like the Benefit, I can't remember the name of it, but I'll leave it right here. But I hate that mascara. But when I take it off, it like goes all the way down to here, leaving me like super big panda eyes. And then I have to work extra hard to take all of that black stuff off. And it's just, I'm not about that. I am not. Here I have the Balm Shelter Tinted Moisturizer SPF 18, and this stuff is so good. It makes your skin look like skin, but it also provides a full coverage, which I love about it. It's not transfer proof, but it's not intended to be. It doesn't claim to be transfer proof, and it looks super nice on the skin. It doesn't melt away. I love this stuff. I really do. This is definitely one of my top favorite tinted moisturizers. Next, I have the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Body Butter, and honestly, this doesn't really smell all that nice. And when I applied this to my skin, I thought I'd have like a rich, buttery type of luxurious feel, but I didn't. It just honestly felt like lotion, and I wouldn't buy this again. I didn't get this in full price. I bought this off of HauteLook. I always buy things off of HauteLook. If you don't know what HauteLook is, it's a flash sale website where they have certain brands for a certain amount of time, sometimes a few days, and they sell things super discounted. So that is where I bought this a long time ago. I think I did haul this a really long time ago, but here I finished an Argan Oil Novex Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. I got this off of my Ipsy bag. Nina, I think my dog wants to play with my other dog, but my other dog is like 10 years old and she's not about it anymore, and she's 4 and just always wants to play. This did not impress me at all, and it smells like an old lady, but that wasn't the main reason why I didn't like it. I didn't like it because, like I said, you expect a deep conditioning mask to be like a nice rich texture that's going to give all the nutrients to your hair, but whoa. But it didn't. It felt like a conditioner, like a watered down conditioner. Not even a good conditioner, like a watered down conditioner. Here I have a NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. This stuff is so good. I so recommend this. I could say that this is a dupe for the NARS Creamy Concealer. For a fact. This stuff is so good, and it was actually one of the first products that I finished entirely before it expired. When I realized that I finished this, I was like, no way. This one I think is in medium. I always use this, even in the beginning of my videos. This stuff is so good. I need to get this again. Next up, I have the Neutrogena Deep Moisture Night Cream. If you remember, I got this when I had terrible dry patches when I was pregnant. It was like my skin freaked out when I was pregnant. It was like, what's going on? But I had super dry skin and like a huge rash around my mouth. It was like scaly and super dry. So I just went to the store, and this is one of the things that I got because it's a deep moisture. I remember reading on the package, there's like some science behind it that it's just supposed to like seriously hydrate your skin. I think it had like hyaluronic acid or something like that, and I know that that's really good for moisturizing your skin. But I wouldn't purchase this again because I need something now with a bit of anti-aging in it. I'm in my 20s and I can't believe I'm about to be 22. And also, every time I applied this, it kind of burned my skin a little bit, and then it kind of made it feel like numb. Like it tingled, and then it gave it like a numbing feeling. I don't know. I didn't like it. I did finish it because I like to just finish my products. So I finished it even though it made my skin feel a little bit numb. Next up, I have this little bottle of Clarks Botanicals Deep Moisture Mask. I wouldn't use this as a mask. On the bottle it says,
apply a generous layer to clean face and neck, leave on for 15-20 minutes, then rinse. As a moisturizer, apply sparingly to cleanse skin.
And that's what I would do at nighttime, especially on this wrinkle that I've had developing that I'm not too happy about. But anyways, this is what I would use. I felt like it was more of a mask than it was a moisturizer, but that's how I would use it anyways because who listens to the rules? What are you doing here? I didn't finish you. Here I finished a little container of Josie Maran's Bare Naked Nail Wipes. I got this when I got the whipped cream, body butter, whipped cream. These are so good. I don't mean necessarily like this brand in particular. Yes, it had oils and it left my cuticles feeling nice, and it's supposed to be a 3-in-1 polish remover, cuticle and nail treatment. Yes, but I mean the whole concept of having nail wipes is so convenient, especially like if you're a mom. I don't want to make this like a whole like if you're a mom, this is great. But if you're a person on the go in general and you just don't like your nails to be chipped, I'd rather have bare nails than to have like chippy nails, to be honest. And when Penelope was just a couple of weeks, it was really hard to do things. So what I would do is when I would be in the car, when we would be in a car ride, I would just take these out and just quickly wipe my nails, and that was it. No mess, no pouring, no strong acetone smell. It was just so good, and I so recommend nail wipes, like nail remover, whatever wipes, you know what I'm trying to say, if you're a person that's on the go. And of course I finished up the Mega Length Waterproof Mascara. This is the one that I wore when I gave birth, and no, this is not truly waterproof. For its price, it is really good. They do have this in non-waterproof type, but I mean, I had it on for a really long time, and well, I was in labor, so I wasn't feeling my best, and I was screaming a little bit too loud. But it did its job, and it makes your lashes look amazing for I think like $3. Almost done, guys, I promise. So here I have the Estee Lauder Day Wear
Advanced Multi-Protection Antioxidant Cream, Broad Spectrum SPF 15.
Estee Lauder always gives out a bunch of these samples when you purchase a few things, especially from Macy's. This one smells like cucumber, but I wouldn't buy the full size because it kind of made my skin tingle. I don't know, I guess I have really sensitive skin, especially to certain chemicals. And I would actually use this at night more than the day because it was a little bit thicker. And here I have the Revlon Precision Lash Adhesive. This was my first lash glue, and in my recent tutorials where I've used my lashes, I realized like, oh, this is getting gunky. I should probably buy a new one. I wouldn't get this one though. When you put this on the lash band and then when you put it on, it looks like an iridescent color, like an iridescent bluish color, and I don't really like that. So the next time I buy a glue, I think I'm gonna try to find one that dries black. Here I have the Promise Organic Ultra Moisturizing Argan Cream Facial Lotion with Olive Oil. This stuff smelled like lemons, I remember. Oh, it smelled seriously like if someone took a lemon and squeezed it in there. I'm not even kidding. It smells like lemon water. I didn't like this stuff though. It wasn't like my Argan Face Serum. This stuff is so good. I can't even stop talking about it. Next up I have Dr. Brandt's Microdermabrasion Skin exfoliants are really good for the end of the week when you've worn all your makeup and you just think it's time to take all those dead skin cells off. This one was really, it wasn't like harshly abrasive, but it didn't leave like a lasting imprint in my mind, so I wouldn't buy this again. I didn't buy this in the first place. I got it from an Ipsy bag, but I wouldn't purchase this, period. Here I have the Milani Eye-Tech Perfection Liquid Liner, and okay, whoa. So it has this little handle and it's supposed to be easier, but it's really not, because once you get to the other side, it's like, it kind of gets stuck a little bit. Unless you could do it with both hands, then, I mean, like, I wouldn't buy this again. I think it's more than $10 from the drugstore, and I just don't think that it's worth it at all. You can take this part out and do it just like this, but I didn't like this. I wouldn't buy this again. I've had it for a long time and it finally dried out, so I'm like, you know what, it's time for you to go. Next up I have the BH Cosmetics Liquid Liner. It's just a felt tip pen, and I think the reason why I stopped liking this is because, well, it was drying out and it was leaving my liner looking like crap, like if it was just a dried out marker. So I don't know, I have to purchase this again to see if I really like it, but as of right now it doesn't have a good imprint in my mind, so I will purchase this again because I've had it for a long time, and I will let you guys know how I feel about this. It's really inexpensive too. I think it's like $4 or $5. Last but not least, finally, I know, and I said I wasn't gonna make this a long video, is the Milani Easy Brow Pencil. I have fallen in love with this. This is the one I used up when I had lighter hair. I have nothing left in here. It is so good. It's waterproof. It lasts all day. All day. I mean, I would put this on around 7 o'clock in the morning, wouldn't come home till like 9 or 10, and my brows were still on fleek. And they only have 2 shades, which is a shame, because when I dyed my hair darker, I quickly went to get this in the darker shade. So that is it for this video. I'm like sweating. It is so hot. On another note, this makeup look is on my channel, so if you want to go check it out, I will leave it in the description box below or in a card up here somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it so much. Let me know if you like videos like this, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't already. I will talk to you guys in my next video. A little bit too excited. Bye! Exfoliant. It's gonna